Welcome back. As winter temperatures drop across Namibia, many vulnerable individuals are left facing harsh cold without access to basic necessities such as warm clothing, food and hygiene supplies. Now, in response, the UNAM Hope Foundation Society has launched a winter donation drive for the homeless, running from the 6th to the 30th of June 2025. Today we speak with Holliyah Moyyo, Chairperson of UNAM Hope Foundation Society, to learn more about the campaign, how the public can support it, and the real impact it aims to make in the lives of those in need. Holliyah, good evening and welcome to the Daily Roundup.
Good evening, Nina.
Thank you so much for being here. Well, to start with, Holliyah, can you briefly just introduce to us the UNAM Hope Foundation Society and, of course, what its core mission is?
The UNAM Hope Foundation Society, it's actually in the name, foundations. We aim to help people, let it be in the academic sector, the mental sector, or let it be through charity drives, or let it be through donations. So our foundations are foundations of helping people and finding different ways on how we can help people. So that is what the UNAM Hope Foundation Society is about.
All right. Talk to us about your initiative for this year's winter period, the Winter Donation Drive.
As someone who is not from Windhoek, when I got here, I was quite shocked by how cold it is. So it made me think, like, if this is how I feel as someone who has the luxury of getting an extra blanket, of getting a cup of coffee, how does our homeless community feel? So we decided that we can't do great things, but we can do small things to help those that are in need. Let it be through giving a blanket, a warm meal, a jacket. That can really go a long way for someone who doesn't have much.
Of course, you mentioned a couple of items there, and I also touched on it briefly in my introduction, but what exactly is it that you're looking, to collect for this drive, and are there any specific items that are, sort of a need and urgency right now?
It can be anything from old clothes, a jersey, it can be an old blanket, it could be food, so we could make like a soup kitchen for them, hot meals, and especially considering the women, we want to also combat period poverty, so even things like pads and hygiene products can really go a long way. So we are not limited. Anything that you can provide, we accept. Yes.
Talk to us about what you're actually planning to do with this donation drive. You're going to collect the items. Is there a specific day and time that you're planning on going to different charity organizations or to the homeless to distribute this? What is your plan? Talk to us about that.
Okay, so we reached out to SOS Village Namibia. Some will be going to the kids, of course. And then there is that area around Van Hill, and also the area around Vinyls, where we see like a lot of homeless people on the floor, just sleeping and so forth. So we'll be collecting these things, and then by the 31st or the 32nd, just to wash the things and prepare them properly. That is when we'll go to these designated areas to provide what we have. And it also depends on how much material we collect throughout this donation period and which places we see require more attention and more need. Yes.
There are, of course, a lot of people sometimes that would like to get involved in, donation drives such as this, or just, affording their time to being part of the volunteer groups or so forth, because they can't give monetarily or they can't give, otherwise. So for people who would like to get in touch, either to volunteer, to assist with the handing out of, what you've collected, where can they get some more information and where can they get in contact with you?
On our social media page, Hope Foundation's official, we have our poster out. And on the poster, there is my number, the chairperson, and my other executive, our vice chairperson. They can reach out to us. They can tell us what they want to do. Let it be to donate, let it be to volunteer, and then we'll just get in contact from there. So our Instagram, Hope Foundation's official, has all the details they need in order to reach us. Yes.
And are you accepting monetary contributions as well, or would you like to stick to just either the clothes or the products that you're in need of?
In the event that we could get monetary donations, we would like to just buy clothes, buy food, and buy what is lacking, just to increase on what we want to have. So we didn't necessarily discuss that, but we're open to that. Yes.
I just wanted to ask also, once the call is now obviously out through this and of course your social media pages, so will you have a fixed designated spot for donations to be dropped off, or do they need to get in contact with you to see who's available, who's closest to give these items over?
Unfortunately, my executives and I are both students and we're at the hostel, so we don't have like a fixed designated spot. So what we have been doing as of late is that people will call us and we'll tell them that, okay, we'll be at new hostel from this time to this time, we can meet. Or in the event that they're unable to come to new hostel, we will go and we'll be like, okay, we can meet here at this time.
Okay.
So it's just more of communication once they get our number.
All right, fantastic. Have you partnered with any organization, any other organizations to make this, a huge success?
Actually, Hope Foundation Society is a new thing. Like, it was just a society that was created this year. So we're still a baby society. We haven't necessarily talked to people or collaborated yet, but it's still in the works. Yes.
What message would you like to give to viewers this evening, Holliyah, about why it's so important to give back, especially at a time like this? As you mentioned, it is so cold, and we are fortunate to, first of all, have roofs over our heads and have warm clothes and something to drink or eat that keeps us warm. If you'd like to say something to them in terms of encouraging them to be a part of this donation drive, what would you like to say?
At UNAM Hope Foundation Society, we believe that no one should be left behind. Great opportunities to help others, they don't come often, but small ones surround us every day. So to you, that small jersey can be like, oh, that's garbage, but you can literally make someone's night. You can literally warm up someone's night. So that small thing that you're doing will go a long way, and you don't know who it might help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just lastly, again, contact
Yes.
details or social media handles so that they can get in contact.
Hope Foundation's official. It's actually HFS official.
Fantastic. And
Yes.
that's on Instagram, Facebook.
Yes, that's on Instagram and Facebook.
Holliyah, thank you so much for being here this evening, and we wish you all the best with, collecting all these donations. And thank you for the lovely work that you're doing.
Thank you, Nina.
Thank you so much. Well, on that note, we're wrapping up this evening's program, but not before we leave you with a little bit of a musical treat on this cold Monday night by Lioness. Please do enjoy. From myself and the team is good night. Thank you so much for watching.